So what I've done is since the last episode I've done a bit of clearance work, and this is what the vista looks like now. I've also done some work on the zombie villager trap. However, there has been a bit of a problem. So I have no longer a zombie in residence. I've actually managed to get something like 5 separate zombie villagers into this trap, as well as a baby zombie. However, they've all disappeared. I've changed around the trap a few times, made some adjustments, and yeah, they just keep disappearing. No real idea why. However, it doesn't mean that this is a waste of time building this, because once I've got the supplies to turn a zombie villager back into a villager, I can get one in here, administer the medicine, and all should be good to go. The biggest problem that I've got now is that I'm running quite low on steel. So I did go mining or caving once and picked up some more iron, but I've pretty much run out of that. I've got enough tools, and I'm desperately low on food as well. So what I'm going to do this episode is make some farms for animals, or not farms, but enclosures for animals, and put some wheat in and get that growing, and hopefully have a ready supply of food. Now it looks like it's time for bed, so I can hear the spiders are coming out, so in the morning we'll get stuck into that. Right, so there was 2 other things that I wanted to mention. The other thing I'm going to do is, probably the first thing I'm going to do is make a fishing rod and go and do some fishing, just to get myself some food, some fish basically, get that cooking up, so I've got something to keep me going. I've made a few mushroom stews, but I've run out of small red mushrooms. I don't really want to destroy these big red ones, and I'm not really up for going out hunting at the moment. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that I finally got some redstone. So there it is, and the way that I got that was it was dropped by a witch, and I think that I failed to mention that that was one of the ways in which you could get redstone. I think I said that there was free, that you could mine it, that you could find it in a chest, and you could get it from jungle temples. I completely forgot that the witches drop it as well. So there's some redstone at last, and we're on our way to do something with it. I'm not going to do anything with it just at the moment, but at least we have managed to get some. So what I need is some sticks and string. I can make a fishing rod. Now I think fishing is actually quite a good way of getting some resources early on in the game. You'd be surprised what you can fish up, and the bonus obviously is that you actually get some fish to eat as well, which aren't too bad in terms of their value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bit of time fishing, and I'm going to spend probably about an hour or so, I would guess, and I'm guessing that this would be a nice place to actually make some kind of a fishing dock in the future. But yeah, I'm going to spend about an hour fishing. Won't film all that or record all that, but I will show you the results of my catch afterwards. Yeah, I'm not actually going to empty out my inventory. Okay, so this might be the last cast with this fishing rod. Hopefully get something nice. You do have to be a bit patient with this fishing lark. Come on. Here we go. Yep, and that was it. That was the last cast, and it looked like that was a salmon. Okay, so I put this chest down, and it contains all the bits that I've managed to fish up. So 31 raw fish, 17 raw salmon, 8 puffer fish, 4 wooden bowls, a bone, a name tag, 2 tripwires, an enchanted book with knockback 2 and unbreaking 3, and a pair of leather boots. So all in all, for one fishing rod, that's not too bad. A haul. I particularly like this, and this. So tripwire is another kind of redstone component, and the good thing about tripwires is that they can be added to chests to turn them into trap chests, which basically work like, I guess, like switches really. So yeah, some people think these are junk, but when you fish them up, but I consider them to be treasure, especially as it takes, you know, an iron bar to make one. But all in all, not a bad little haul. So I'll cook that fish up now, and hopefully that will sustain me for a while whilst I get on and set up some pens for animals so that we can survive a bit easier. Right, so this is what I mean by, this is the other thing with trap chest. Oh, there goes the axe. If you make a trap chest out of those, I can place it next to that one, which is saves in space on space. I just bung those in there. So this will be the fishing chest, I think, and I'll cook those up. Right, so whilst they're cooking up, I think we'll need to make some fences. Where did I put the wood? There it is. Now I'll make dark oak fences just because that's what I've got the most wood of. I'm going to probably get this wrong. Yeah, that's gate. So it's the other way round. Going to need a few more than that though, I think. Right, so that should be enough for getting on with. Just need to decide where these pens are going to go. Now, I have to think about future builds and what I'm going to do. So I suspect that I will build on top of this structure, this villager jail, or zombie villager jail, but I'm also going to build in here as well, so I think that I've made a kind of an entrance, or start of an entrance here, and I will build beyond there into the mountain, or into the hill, but that won't affect the outside, and I do want these pens to be outside. So up here is where I'm going to build on top of this. I also think that I might build in that direction slightly. I don't know what I'm going to build there, but I might build something in that direction. And also what I've been thinking is that as this mine is quite extensive, I might build an entrance into that mine from somewhere around here, and make a nice kind of mine entrance or cave entrance to it, and then maybe utilise that as some kind of headquarters or base. So I think that over in this kind of darker patch of grass is where I will set up my... No, actually I don't think I will. I think I'll leave that nice and open like that. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll just quickly go to bed, have a quick kip, and I'll see you in the morning. Right, so what I think I will do is kill this zombie first. There's a skelly. Hello, mate. Oh, thanks for the bow. Yeah. As there's animals over here already, what I think I will do is I will make some pens over here. So I've got sheep and cows here already, and I need to... oh, there's a pig over there, I think. And I know there's chickens around because I found an egg. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to flatten out this terrain a little bit and make it a bit more conducive to farming, and yeah, so yeah, I'll flatten this out and I'll bring it down to level 65, I think. Right, well, welcome back. Okay, so whilst I was not recording, I've also done a little bit of an addition to the top of this structure here. Just put raised it up by one block, mainly so that I could hide the lighting under there. So the lighting's up there out of the way, so you can't see it. But yeah, so back to the clearance work. Oh, and it's turning night time. I think what I'll do is I'll just quickly have a nap. Right, you probably might have heard my dog barking then. Yeah, so I suspect that she'll be barking a bit later on when the recycling men turn up. Right, so what I've done is I cleared a path and built a path through to the space where I've levelled out, and this is the area that I've levelled out now. So I just think that this extreme hills view is really quite nice, and I've been looking forward to going over there and doing a bit of exploration, maybe find some emeralds or something. But for now I need to get this area sorted out. So what I'm thinking is that we need 6 pens for animals, because there's cows, sheep, pigs, chickens, horses and rabbits. I think that's all of them. As you can see here, there's 2 types at the moment. There's cows and sheep. So I need to draft in the other animals at some point. But for now, I'm going to make the pens for them. They'll be quite small pens. They won't be huge, but they'll be mainly for just breeding and keeping a few animals around just for food and stuff like that. Whereas later on in the game, I will make some decent sized farms for these animals. But it's good to have some stock lying about that you can use. So what I'll do is I'll start making that, and once the pens are complete, we'll start to round up some of these animals. Let's look at that view. What a nice view. Okay, so once that's done, I'll be back. Right, okay, I thought I'd come back and show you what my progress has been. So far I've done 6 small structures like this, but then I realised that I was incorrect, and there isn't just 6 animals that I want in this farm. Eventually I will want moo cows or mushrooms, or the pink or red cows with the mushrooms on their back, whatever they're called, those ones, wolves and ocelots. So I think, oh, and donkeys and mules. So there's actually quite a lot more animals than I thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make enough pens for all those animals, and well, enough of these structures for all of those animals, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've made a few more of these structures, and I've also made some signs, because I'm never going to remember which one's for which. So I'm going to put a sign on each one, and hopefully that will be an aid to remembering if I've done enough or not. So let's start off with this one, and let's make this one for cows, I think. then sheep, pigs, horses, donkeys, and mules. Right, so I think that's everyone covered. I suspect that there'll be other animals that turn up in the future. Mushrooms. I forgot mushrooms. There's one more. I need to do one more. Okay. So it'd been quite nice to have that by the cows, wouldn't it? Never mind. Got room here? No. Can we put this? Let's put it over here. One, two. No, not gonna fit. Where am I going to put it? Right, I'm going to have to extend the grass out a little bit here, I think, so I can fit them in. Yeah, so that should be enough. I think I'll go and lie down for a bit. So I've been working hard. So yeah, that's quite a lot of different animals, really, isn't it? In this game, you forget how many there are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sure that's what they're called, mushrooms. I'm sure they're mushrooms. Now, I've never actually found those in the world. They're quite rare. Well, there's a hole in there. That's quite cool. Yeah, so it might be some time before I manage to put anything in this pen. Same with donkeys. They're quite rare as well. So it might be some time before I get them in. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on. So you can see the kind of the basic layout of what I'm trying to do. And yeah, so that's the kind of foundations, if you like, of the structures. Now I just need to finish them off. So what I'll do is I'll do one, and so you can see what they look like, and then I'll do the rest. So I'm gonna, it's going to take ages to sort it out. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, pretty much. But yeah, I'll come back when one's finished, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm back, and this is what I've come up with so far. However, I'm not really 100% with it, because I want some lighting. I want it to be lit up, but what I don't want torches on top of fences and all that kind of nonsense. So oh, and the pressure plate there is just to open the gate, and I'm probably going to change the gate as well to a different, but it's only there just for ease of use at the moment of me getting in and out. But what I was thinking was I would have a water pool here, and that could be where I have the lighting. Now the ideal lighting to put in there would be pumpkins. So I don't have any pumpkin seeds at the moment, but I'm guessing that I could find some if I went and did a little bit of exploring. But before I go and do any exploring, I'm going to need to be able to have an easy way to find my way back. I know that you can write down the coordinates and you can just follow your way back and all that kind of thing, but having a compass is a really useful way of being able to just go out and explore and know that you're going to be able to get yourself back to where you start, well, back to your spawn anyway. So yeah, I'm going to make myself a compass, and I bet you I've got no iron over here. That would just be typical. Yeah, I was correct, I haven't got any iron over here. Right, let's put some of this stuff away, because what we're going to do is we're going to go exploring. Oh, I've got some iron in my inventory, so that's quite useful. I'll put some of this stuff away and make sure I've got enough food. I'll take those instead of the fish. Right. Do I need more candles? Yeah, I'll take some more torches, I think. More than I need, obviously. I'm just filling up. Right, so put this stuff away. I need that. Right, so compass. Right, so this is our actual first redstone use, if you like. So the first time we've used some actual redstone as opposed to a redstone component. And as I said, the redstone component could be like a switch, a trigger of some kind, and I don't know, pistons, that kind of thing. So this is something which is slightly different in that it's utilising, I guess, some of the properties of redstone that create a magnetic field, all very scientific, I'm sure. Let's get this wood out of here. I don't need it in there, do we? It's not where it goes anyway. And the seeds can go in there. Any more wood? Yeah. Put the wood in there. The candles out. Put them where they should be. Actually, in there. Right. So I'm going to go off exploring. Now I think what I'll do is I'll take a bed with me, but as it's getting dark, I will have a quick nap, and then we'll head off. And I think what I'll do is let's have a look. Right, so which direction is that? Okay, that's facing west, which is where the sun sets, obviously. So that's quite nice. That'd be quite a nice place to have some kind of a dock, so you can watch the sun setting. And that is north. That is east, and that way is west. So I think what I will do is I'll kind of go northeast-ish. Yeah, go northeast-ish, and we'll see where that takes us. And I'll just keep my eyes open for some pumpkins. Hopefully we'll find them almost straight away, but let's get rid of that. Yeah, hopefully we'll find them almost straight away, which would be really, really nice, but knowing my luck, that's not going to happen. Let's get that sword in place there, just in case we bump into any mobs. Right, so the exploration trip turned out to be quite long. So, but there's also some things in there that I want to show you. So rather than have a really long episode, I've decided to cut it at this point, and we'll come back to this point in a in the next episode and carry on with the adventure. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learnt something, and hope you come back and watch the next one. Cheers. See ya.